All right, welcome back. Toke Makinwa on modern marriage, the way this generation is set up. All right, so let's talk about that real quick. There's a post on Instablog Nigeria. We're going to talk about that for a few minutes and then we'll get into the main topic. Priscilla says, the healing starts with him being accountable, but will his wife, you meant wife, I guess the typo, will his wife understand? I wish them the best. 30 something years is a long time. 39 years. Um, the goal is not for the wife to understand, believe it or not. The goal is for her to feel safe and secure enough to decide to stay and work on the marriage, right? She might never understand. It's not really a requirement that she understands either. She just needs to feel safe and secure enough. That's what it comes down to, you know. Um, if she understands and she doesn't feel safe and secure, she won't stay. You get it? If she understands and she doesn't feel safe and secure, she still won't stay. You can present everything for her, all the facts, all the screenshot of the text messages and what you were doing out there. If she still, this is where a lot of men get it wrong. If she doesn't feel safe and secure, she still won't stay. You will just be arguing with your destiny. You'll be like, but I showed you everything. I know. But she doesn't feel safe and secure, she won't stay. I think it doesn't hurt for her to understand, but I don't think it really matters when it comes down to matters of emotions. Um, interestingly, I should say, interestingly, yeah. So let's talk about this Toke Makinwa stuff. Let me see what she typed. She typed something. She typed like a thesis here. You know, she's a media personality in Nigeria, radio person, YouTube person, public figure, a business person. I don't know, something like a body for Jesus, baby Jesus, baby Jesus, baby Jesus, baby, not baby Jesus, Jesus, baby. Yeah. So she's saying something. She's an influencer, so we have to kind of pay attention to what she's saying. She said, "Funny how the narrative out there is that I I hate men, or I'm a man beat a man what? I don't know what that word is. Truth is, I love marriage. I love being married." Apparently, some people were shocked about that she loved marriage. Eh?
He shock you.
She go explain tire.
You go explain because no evidence.
Anyway, I think I believe her. You know, truth is, I love marriage. I loved being married. I'm a huge advocate for marriage because two is better than one. The way this generation is set up. How's the generation? She said the way the generation is set up. Let's see what she's talking about. Let's continue. We use people and value things. It should be the other way around. We used to value people and things were meant to be used. Our generation is moving like everyone is replaceable. We stopped investing in people because we all think we can find better. Everyone moving like our material things and what society has made us think is real success is what we need to invest in. Wait. Everyone moving like our material things and what society has made us think, I guess, is that real success is what we need to invest in. I'm confused. Way back, it took a community to raise kids. Not anymore. Our walls are so high. Okay. We care more about what we put out. Everyone is all about I. And if you are not getting involved with those who are, and it ends up being one-sided. Interesting. People picking their peace of mind over a collective peace of for all. It can't work. And she said, until we begin to fix it, sadly, a lot of people will settle for life alone with peace over trying to exist in periodic happiness and disposable interaction. Thank you all for coming to my TED Talk. It's been a while. Okay, bye. What do you guys think about what she typed? What do you guys think? She has a point, or does she have a point? No? Maybe we should.
Halfway.
Does she have a point? Let's see. Chinya, welcome, Chinya. Good to see you. Does she have a point? Toke should rest, Pico. She is the generation. We know you want marriage. Wala, wala. She likes marriage. She fell in love with marriage. I never read her book. My wife read her book. Maybe one day I will let her come and do a summary for us here. But let me see what they're saying on Instablog Nigeria. Somebody said, people picking their peace of mind over a collective peace for all. Food for thought. Okay. Somebody said, if not for business, sometimes I wish there is no social media. No Instagram, no Facebook, no TikTok, no Twitter. This world would have been a better place. Those years when there was no social media, people date genuinely. People date based on love and get married. There wasn't much divorce then, but this social media has destroyed a whole lot of things. Social media all by itself. It has destroyed a lot of minds. Some of us that loves genuinely don't even believe in love anymore. Wait, what? I'm confused. You love genuinely, but you don't believe in love anymore. Is that part of the confusion that social media is creating? She says, so sad. This generation is gone. Support-ila. This generation is gone. This is the wrong generation for the people who have good hearts. Let me guess, she's the only one that's left that has good heart. Anyway, somebody said, I love marriage as well, but it now feels like a bondage to me nowadays. Okay. Okay, let me just do some. Yeah. Okay. First of all, social media is a form of medium. There's always been media, right? And it's a double-edged sword, and it's up to you what you do with it. That's the only difference between now and 1960, when there was only radio and TV. So now you're also partly creating content. Okay. So as nice as all these type ups are, you're also creating fear in other people. You're helping us create content. Majority of the content is user generated content. So anytime you want to point fingers at social media, remember 4 of them are pointing at you. It's really what you do with it. It's completely up to you. But in society, it's always been a top 10% and the bottom 90%, or top 20% and bottom 80%. It's always been that way. It's completely up to you what you do with it. The comparison between now and days of the old is not a fair comparison, because you don't live in that time. You live in now. Your own responsibility is you learn how this works, right? And become the top 10% and let the rest of the bottom 80% continue to complain. Just like the bottom 80% from 1960 were also they were also complaining, not probably. Okay. It's always everyone and everything else's fault but self. This is just human behavior. Okay. Can you argue that it's harder now than before? I guess it's an argument. It's just an argument, but it's not going to help anything. What you're going to learn how to do, if you're going to change your experience, is to learn the game for now, how it works now, and stop comparing it to before. Okay. Part of the game now is to appreciate what this game represents right now. Social media can be your enemy or your friend. It's completely up to you. Okay. Is it easier said than done? Yes, it still is. Just like it's easier said than done to become the top 20% in our generation, right? So nothing changes there, but your attitude about where you find yourself, the generation you find yourself, can be adjusted for good. Let me just say that to that. Somebody said, I love marriage as well, but it now feels like a bondage to me nowadays. Okay. Another person said, instead of using the negative internet projection of marriages, and relationship as a way to think of what marriage and relationship is supposed to be, then why not use the good marriages of your parents? Actually, there are some good marriages on the internet too. It just depends on what you have been following. Okay. Why not use the good marriages of your parents? A lot of people's parents didn't necessarily have good marriages either. Okay, and their marriages was created in 1960. Somebody said, and other happy couples that you have met to draw an example of inspiration of what yours will be like. Okay, the person is still trying to have a good attitude, so kudos to them. Because marriage didn't work out for another person doesn't mean it won't work for you. Stop using bad relationship of others to project or speak negatively into your lives. I have seen good marriages and some happy couples before, and I intend for mine to be like theirs and even more better than theirs. As long as your intention is coming from an emotionally intelligent place, then you'll be just fine. Mara says, unless she has grown, she is who she is. She is who she described. Wahala. Catching up on double speed. I checked the comment section and the guys were projecting, saying all kinds of garbage in the comment section, speaking all kinds of negative rubbish about women like did. What comment section? Which part? Chia. We watched the same video. I really love that he's trying to get his baby back and hope that he succeeds. She's talking about Judge Mathis. Their parents aren't cool in their mind. That's it. That's a good way to look at it, Marriott. If a person is not looking at their parent, there's a good chance that they don't envy what their parent has. And it's not going to be as simple as saying they're bad people. No, they just don't envy what their parents created. Okay. A lot of people came from bad examples, so we can't judge them either. But we can look at society, can be more intentional about society and know that, again, in any society you find yourself, there's always the top 20% and there's the bottom 80%. The bottom 80%, they will continue to collect. I know you want to empathize. No, you don't want to empathize. I know you want to sympathize with them.
Sorry.
All right, I know you do, but it is what it is. This is a competitive place, and may the best player win always. Yes. That's continue to be my prayer, and it's you that I'm praying for, because I know you will learn the game and learn how to use it to take care of yourself, subsequently the people around you, subsequently your children, right, your husband, your wives. You're able to recreate what you're doing for yourself, taking care of yourself. You're able to attract who you are. Okay. I know it's easier to just say this word is destroying and this life is destroying, and everybody, I know it's easier to say that, but not so fast. Not so fast. Okay. There's a lot of things wrong with the world. There's no question about that. But when it comes to your personal relationships, you are still in control, directly or indirectly. It's up to you. All right. If you don't know what you're doing, you can know what you're doing to the extent of asking for help. Somebody said, not far from the truth. I really want to be married, but the kind of men coming is making me lose hope, but nothing small. Still hoping for the right one. You see, I also understand that it doesn't sound nice when I say you attract who you are, right? Like all those men you're attracting, it's like, oh, like, so it has to be my fault. No, I'm not talking about fault. But if you continue to repeat the same experience, maybe you should pay attention to other strategies beyond just blaming everybody else. Okay. That is a strategy. Okay. The mindset of some of your females on what and how marriage should be like. That's why some of y'all are still on the street looking for Prince Charming. Y'all will wait. Okay. So anytime somebody is using the language, y'all, just know that they are probably numb in the skull. Take it with a pinch of salt. Okay. There's a lack of social intelligence in anybody who talks like that. Somebody said marriage, love will forever be a beautiful thing regardless, but the narrative are so changed. Depends on what you're paying attention to. again. Someone said we can all relate to what she said. The dating scene right now is something else. It's quite difficult to meet an intentional person. People are now prioritizing short term pleasure, casual hookups over long term commitment due to the false perception that they have multiple options. A lot are emotionally available and nonchalant due to experience in the dating scene and the exhaustion that comes with trying again. Please guard your heart. It's so cold out there. Now, let me be clear about something. There's a lot of truth to what they're saying. That's why it's eating somebody's nerves. But remember, we're not talking about if it's truth or lies. That's not what, or absolute truth and lies. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about you being able to be in control of your experiences, right? By way of your attitude about life, your perception about life, your outlook on life. That is the only thing you can control anyway. So why would you want to pay attention to everything else you can control? I'm just saying. So I'm not disputing that there's truth to what they're saying. Why would I dispute that? That's their truth. That's their experience. It doesn't make sense to dispute that, right? So, but I'm saying you can change that. Absolutely, you can change your experience because we're living in a world of billions of people. There's no way one person's experience can make the absolute truth. It just doesn't make any sense. My own be saying now women spoil this small generation where we they manage. You already know what time that is, right? I like how she writes. It's quite truthful. So I said being part of the problem and acting like the victim is wild as F. Anyway, let me see if you guys have anything to add on to this in the chat. All right. See. So even without seeing the comment section, I can predict what the comments will say. Shake my head. Chinya say it made me sick of my stomach even when he held himself accountable and said, "Don't neglect your wife." It's like they were deaf. That's part of what they're talking about, the generation. People just hear with their side of the brain that works. It's usually one side, okay? And it's based on their experience. They were saying, oh, even if he didn't neglect his wife, woman can never be pleased. Oh, after all that money she has access to, she's not satisfied. That's part of the generation we're talking about. It's all congruent. Everything. It's all the same thing. All right, I get it. But yeah, let's get into some other topic. Oh well, let's get into the other stuff we have today. So does Toke Makinwa, does she have a point? Yeah, she has a point. The way this generation is set up, I think social media is a double-edged sword. It's called media. It's called attention. It's called you're a little bit more responsible. That's what it means, because now you're creating the content with the people that actually do content creation for a living. You are also, as users, you are creating content. So that comes with a lot more responsibility, but that also means it comes with other types of advantage, right? Every new advantage creates new sets of problem. Your job in the generation you live in is to learn how it works and become the best player in the game so that you can rise to the top 20%. And don't try not to join the bottom 80%. Yes, that's complaining. Okay, they're complaining about real things, about real problems. There's no question about that. But to a large extent, you can change your experience. You can influence the change you're looking for, right? But it's not going to be free. It's going to require some effort on your part. We can start by cleaning your algorithms, right? There's only so much attention, right? So I'll give you an example. Even what we do here, I decided to stay focused on what I'm here to do. You can decide to stay focused on what you want to do. It's completely up to you. I can decide to go chase the numbers, or I can stay focused on what I'm here to do on purpose. The only thing that's actually going to last the test of time. Is that difficult to do? Yes, it's difficult to do, but it's worth it. right? So you do the work. Part of the work is time. You're waiting it out. You're consistent and you're persistent, and you have focus on what you're here to do, right? Or you can focus on the easy route out, complain like everybody else. It's completely up to you. These are real problems. Again, these are real problems. The dating scene is a cesspool. That's a fact. Okay? But that doesn't have to be a bad thing for you, is the point. Okay? It doesn't have to be a bad thing for you. Did I stress that enough? I hope so. I hope so. You can absolutely decide the experience that you're having. If you've created some damages, it's going to take a minute for you to repair some of those damages, but you can absolutely change the direction right now. Okay. So what I did with regards to this platform is stay focused on the topics I want to cover and help the people that I actually want to help, and never mind everybody else. Okay. Because I'm sure that other people will help them. Maybe they need entertainment, whatever they need, other people will help them. But I want to stay focused on my own lane. If you're a content consumer, look at your algorithms. See what YouTube is presenting for you on your homepage. If it's not what you like, create another account and then join the accounts or follow the people you want to follow. And then you will notice that you've cleaned it. Let me tell you right now, just saying not interested in this or clicking on like is not good enough. Okay, that have proven to be stubborn. Okay, you need another account for your YouTube or whatever social media platforms you engage in. You need another account. Then you follow what you want to follow, and then it's clean. Who's going to do that for you? It's not going. Mark Zuckerberg is not going to do that for you. He doesn't get paid. He doesn't get incentivized to do that, right? You're responsible for that, okay? And then you will see that you will see more of what you're looking for. So social media is such a large place. Like we're talking about billions of people online on any given day. The dating scene is a large place. You cannot use your experience to determine everybody else's experience, okay? If you jump on the internet, you will see more people like you with your own outlook on life. That's what you're going to see, because that's the way it works, right? All right. So that's, just think of everything as algorithms, okay? But your outlook on life would ultimately determine the experience you're having. All right. All right. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we do drop videos and go live. Join the conversation. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Is Toke Makinwa right or wrong, or she's capping, or like Mario said, she should just go and rest? Let me know what your thoughts are. I'll be right back. Oh.
Hey Prestige fam, show some love to the video. Hit like, subscribe, and share. Are you in Europe, America, and struggling in your relationship? From argument to abuse and trust issues, we are here to help.
Lola and I founded Prestige Marriage Academy to transform your story. With 20 years of friendship, 17 years of marriage, experience with navigating the ups and downs of marriage, and personalized coaching, includes 24/7 support. Ignorance is expensive. WhatsApp us at +1 732 305 8577 to book a free discovery session today and take charge now.
Don't wing it.
Join us in creating the love life you deserve.